Hi, I'm Martin from Robson Nadler. I'm here with Jack Spoor, who is a member of our Business Accelerator team. Jack is going to tell us a little bit more about the Restart and Recovery grants which are coming out this Friday. Jack, what can you tell us? How do people get it?
Oh, hi, Martin. So basically the North East Local Enterprise Partnerships have got some more money off the European Regional Development Fund, and they are kind of purposing it as a fully funded grant between the sum of £1,000 and £3,000. So it basically means businesses who incur costs between that value can reclaim those costs back through the grant, excluding any VAT that's incurred. So they had some issues last week when they tried to launch the system properly live on their website, and it kept crashing. So they've relaunched it again using a ballot system. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, they will be launching a staggered launch over the 6 or 7 local areas. We're not entirely sure what information needs to be presented when you do apply. It could be the case that you're just booking a spot, or it could be that you may need to go into some detail about what you're going to spend the money on.
And the idea is that if you picked out of the ballot, it'll come back and ask you for full information to make the actual claim. But meanwhile, you get a 36-hour window to book your slot in the ballot. So what can the money be used for then? What is it intended to do?
So there are a couple of things you can spend the money on. The first thing is kind of one-on-one expert advice. So this could be on your HR, legal, accounts, finance, or your IT and digital services. Alternatively, it can be used specifically for adapting into new technology.
Yeah, okay, and Jack, that sounds good. Can you give some real-life examples of the types of things people could spend on?
Yeah. The most basic one that comes to mind is either setting up a website for the first time and the costs associated with getting a web designer in. Also, our Business Accelerator services also qualify for the grant. So if you have any specific pain points within your business at the moment, such as cash flow management, or maybe you want to implement some cloud software for the first time, those services will be covered as well through the grant.
Okay, and what's the criteria? How do you know if you're eligible to apply for this?
Yeah, so there's a few criteria. The most important one is that you need to display that you've had been affected by coronavirus, and there needs to be a 20% drop within your income. That's based on the period from the 17th of March 2020 to today's date. Obviously there's some geographical factors as well, so obviously you need to be from the North East, so based in Northumberland or County Durham or Tyne and Wear. You need to fit in with the criteria of an SME, which they've defined as number of employees less than 250. Obviously you need to have been trading from the 1st of March 2020, and the last criteria is that you need to demonstrate that your income streams are 51% made up of commercial revenues.
So proper trading income, not investment income. So landlords are out, presumably people who receive donations like charities are out. There are some other exclusions as well on this. So again, with most of these things, there are people that are specifically excluded. Who's excluded this time?
Yeah, unfortunately no exceptions this time. In terms of our client base, the main ones that will be affected are ones dealing within primary care, so doctors' practices, dental practices, care homes as well. Obviously some educational services won't apply for either. And another key one is specifically in professional services is insurance brokers and other subsidised industries such as farming and forestry also can't apply for the grant as well, unfortunately.
Okay, so if you're within any of those areas, you need to check, but we'll put the link on and you can see what the exclusions are. So thanks, Jack, that's a great summary of what's out there. The important thing here is to be prepared, make sure that you're ready and you've got your place in the ballot reserved. I think it's going to be quite limited. They say they believe there's 150,000 businesses that probably qualify, but they're predicting only giving money to something like 350 people, aren't they? So, get in quick. Final question, I suppose, Jack, do you have to spend all the money on the same thing, or?
No, it's quite flexible. It's very much a mix and match kind of thing. So you could spend some of your money, getting some specific HR advice, or you can also spend it then in terms of maybe some employment advice from a lawyer. So it's very flexible, and obviously you can spend as much or as little as you like within the 1,000 to 3,000.
So it doesn't have to be a £3,000 bill for a thing. As far as we know, it could be 3 things that are £1,000 each, or any mix thereof.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Jack.
Thank you,
I
Mark.
hope you found that useful, and we'll be publishing more as we know it. Thank you.